to do that stupid shit yesterday too. Nice. Hey, what's up, Cape Trader? Looks like we're about to retest all-time highs on the Nasdaq. Pretty sure it's similar for the ES as well. Pretty sure it's this thing for the ES as well. So you're trying out Project X. You say you can set and forget it. Don't need to keep the computer on. Yeah, Project X is straight. I just don't. The only thing that I don't like about Project X, but I like everything else, is just that there's no auto trail. I know that there's like workarounds, but I mean that's just too much. And I just kind of want an auto trail. I just want my stop to follow price if that's what I wanted to do. I want my stop to come up and protect my gains. I don't want, yeah. But I love the risk settings on Project X. I think that's probably like the best thing for it, the risk settings. I absolutely enjoy that. Get stopped out of that gold play. Looks like they're trying to sell gold here. So they're gonna try to sell gold. If it breaks this low, then it's frustrating with that stupid shit, man. Just gets frustrating. Yeah. Back tomorrow. Yeah, I just passed my Tradeify account. I think because they upgraded all their website or something like that. It didn't send me the past email. It doesn't show that I passed the account on the dashboard. It just shows that I reached the profit goal and that's it. But I fought tooth and nail today for my straight to funded account. So, oh yeah, you didn't get that email either? Yeah, okay. I'm glad it's not just me. Definitely did. Some people was calling me crazy this morning. I was getting all kind of crazy messages. Somebody was calling me crazy. Mm. Why are you shorting this, Sherm? Dude, this is textbook Nasdaq. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, like I said, these are probably the only Tradeify accounts that I buy. If I do, if they do another 50% off on Tradeify or like a 45% off or something like that, I'll get the straight to funded one. But I don't plan on blowing this account. I'm planning on keeping my size the way it is because of the consistency rule. It's a 20% consistency rule. And I don't care to make $1,000 a day. I'll just take like maybe one or two good trades. I'm just gonna take trades, man. I'm not gonna worry about the consistency rule or anything. I was hoping for a situation like this. Let's see. I want to see how it looks. See if it changes anything. You have to really trust the technicals today. You had to trust the technicals. I mean, the ES orb, when the ES orb is faking out on both the short and the long side before it actually pushed higher, you know the market was just choppy. And it's interesting. It's not interesting, but it always is always hard to miss when you actually look at the market and just plan for it, and we talked about how yesterday we was going to see this choppiness. We planned for the choppiness. And once we got the choppiness, it was like, wow, it was just one of those moments where it's like, wow, it's like we actually planned for it. And I just knew that everybody was going to get their stops ran today. We had no catalyst today. The market made a big move down. It was chopping up. No catalyst, no volume to move the market. We had earnings after the bell. I just didn't see this market selling off, even though this market felt very bearish. But if you review the documentation, the Nasdaq documentation, if you review the documentation, you know that the Nasdaq is very notorious for making you feel one way and doing another. We talked about how all these tries from the bears, the bears tried multiple times to sell this market down. They tried to sell it here, 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 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 times trying to break this orb low. And we all know that the orb is the heartbeat of intraday price action. The market literally trades around this orb. It literally does. And once I saw that the market was failing to break down, that's when I took the long. Or I felt more confident in the long, even though it just felt super bearish. The one thing that I kind of felt was going to happen was this exact move right here. We actually talked about this. That's why it's very important to just understand price action a little bit. You had all these bears failing to rotate price down. All the market did was turn the bears into buyers. But bears already know how that feels. I mean, they should be comfortable with that already. I mean, bears have been becoming buyers for the last 2 or 3 years now. And once we saw price break back above this trend line right here, or this orb low, we got price closing in the range, holding back, the bulls holding that pullback. That's a classic sign that the market wants to now make an attempt to take out the orb high. And that's exactly what it did. It took out this orb high. It tried to break out from it, and then it broke right back down into this range. Broke right back down into it. And if anybody tried to sell, well, they got turned into buyers again. And I'm gonna sit here and say that right here, I'm glad that they got turned into buyers because I was super heavy right here. Oh, I was super heavy right here. I was super heavy in that area. Ah, man. So gold is going to add insult to injury here. She's going to add insult to injury. After stopping me out, now it wants to make the run higher. I don't think it's going to go higher. I just think that if I got back in, because my target was at 401. Mm. Gold has been doing that to me all yesterday. Yeah. Gold's gonna do it. Hey, what's up, Corey? What's up, man? You said so the Nikkei actually respects the orb? Huh. I guess I'll look at that too. Huh. It's up $6,400. Yeah, that is, man. The Nikkei, huh? Is the Nikkei really like this? Is this the Nikkei for real? Is it really like this? You trade this? Oh my god. Gold, gold. Yeah, I just actually seen a video about that, about the US trade talks, about how Japan is going to finance any project of the US's choosing. Japan wants to keep their economy traditional. They don't want outside influences, or at least too much outside influences in their country. They already, so believe it or not, from what I've been told, the locals don't like the fact that there's an American military base in Japan, and the locals feel that the Americans shouldn't be there. I mean, of course they shouldn't. I mean, that's just the United States occupying, another's land, obviously. But apparently the locals don't like them. Don't like the fact that there's an American military base there. Japan is very traditional, but Japan actually also has they're they have a bigger older demographic than a younger demographic. There's more old people than young people in there in Japan. They have high respect for the elders there, and they have systems to take care of their elderly out there. That's why there's so many of them. And but uh, kind of just like a lot of Asian countries, for whatever reason, a lot of Asian countries are suffering from population growth. Now, I understand that what China has the two-child law or something similar. Don't quote me. I don't know if it may have changed since, because I don't care, obviously. I know North Korea is also having that same issue where their population is declining. But it seems like that's happening in the Asian culture for whatever reason. Um, so they have a bigger, older demographic over there in Japan than a younger demographic. So Anyway, Japan, or at least how the deal is being presented to the world, it's Japan is saying that they will finance any project that the U.S. have in exchange for not allowing the U.S. to kind of do business in over there in Japan. And 90% will go to the United States taxpayer, and 10% will go to Japan. And this is profits. Any profits will go, 10% will go to them, and 90% will come to us. And that's the deal that they've come up with. Very interesting. Gold is making lower lows. Mm, yeah, I'll take a shot at it. Take a shot at it. Guess if gold dumps here, so I'm waiting for the retest of this value area low. I mean, if it dumps, then I'm gonna have to pull that order, but actually, gold is actually trending down. How did I just notice that? God. Yeah. Trade. That's exactly how I feel. The market is. It's like you want to feel that way. Well, yeah, nothing's moving right now, man. The only thing that likes to move at nighttime is gold, and I found myself on the wrong side of gold tonight. I can only be mad at myself if I'm going to be completely honest. I can only be mad at myself because when I was in that long, uh, initially I did blind myself from this breaker structure. Initially, I did blind myself from it, and I told myself, "Oh no, that was just a retest at a low. That was just a retest at that low." Because I mean, initially that's what it looked like, but it broke this structure to the downside though. Not only did it break this structure, it broke that structure, and it took out that low, and then it bounced right back into this area of resistance and came all the way back down. So we'll see what happens at this. I mean, if we do, because it is obvious the market is now trying to sell off, or at least gold is now trying to sell off. That's pretty obvious. Uh, and like I said, I have to. The one thing I don't want is my Nasdaq tendencies to come back because I feel like I've done a really great job getting rid of. Okay, well, all right. If it takes out that low, I'm gonna pull the man. I guess I might as well just pull this order. Um, yeah, because that's the move I was looking for right there. I was just hoping that that it would go a little bit higher than what it did. I'm gonna just pull this order. I'll just come back tomorrow. I'm gonna pull this order from my other account because I got this same order sitting at the same area. I don't think I'm gonna get it tonight. It's gonna come crashing down. So I'm just gonna come back and wait because that's exactly the one thing that the one habit that I have to kind of get over because I won't start a position on the Nasdaq like this. That same concern, that same unwillingness to start a position at the trend line I do carry that over to ES and gold. I carry it over to these instruments because I'm a Nasdaq trader at heart. That's my boo. I just trade other instruments when she starts acting up, and it just always hurts to see the trend line trade work when I've convinced myself not to take it. So, I mean, yeah, that was a move I was looking for. I guess we'll just look for the next opportunity, I guess. Because now, I mean, even though gold is starting to make lower lows and is making lower highs as it goes down, gold has a really good tendency of getting you really comfortable, lulling you to sleep, and then out of nowhere uses all your stops for that long that cave trader was talking about. Doing something like this, gets you super comfortable, just adding to your shorts just so it can just do this to you. And you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the hell happened after it did all this all damn night? So, uh, after a couple of tries, like after like the second or third try from the bears, I tend to just wait for the shift to happen. I just tend to wait for the shift. The shift is just a strong move to the upside, breaking structure to the left. It, this move right here, well, I mean, technically, well, I mean, it worked, but I wouldn't have gotten. I mean, it worked. It definitely would have worked. This is definitely the trade that I would have looked for right here. It would have worked, but I wouldn't have gotten none of my targets filled. I have a 9-point target, so this thing would have crashed down. It would have stopped me out, and I would have been completely furious. But at the same time, actually, I probably wouldn't even taken the long. Actually, never mind. I would have saw that this. Actually, I took this short, so I wouldn't even. I wouldn't have taken that long because I was actually in on this short. I actually took this short. At first, the market, I thought I was wrong in the short because I was like, man, the market was making lower lows, and then it came back and retested a previous area of support, and I took the short, and it kept going. I was like, shit, well, maybe I was wrong, but then I was right. But that's always a good, if you're a gold trader, that's one of the things that you should be looking out for is the market making lower lows and lower highs or vice versa. Because if the market is breaking structure and you're catching these bounces are just usually price retesting a previous area where it broke structure just to continue the short down. And that's usually how this thing goes. Especially if it's just trending down, you usually don't see a V bottom unless it V bottoms into a previous area of support. But you usually don't see it. Actually, I don't want to see that. I'm gonna start not showing my P&L. I don't want to see that. I don't want to look at that and see that, oh man, I lost some money. Now I need to get it back. I don't want to see that. Okay. I'll probably just wait, let the market, because the market's trending on gold. If I don't get a decent entry, then I'll just kind of wait until tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. And it does look like it wants to continue short. It just looks like gold doesn't want to touch all-time highs. Every time it makes a run for all-time highs, it just gets knocked right back down. Yeah, I guess gold doesn't want to touch all-time highs right now. So, mm. Hey, yo, what's up, Santiago? Probably do an overnight trade. Yeah, man. What's up, man? What is up? What is up? You know what, Santiago? I don't know if we talked about this, but did you say that I think that was what, Monday or Tuesday, that you said that you over traded and unfortunately you lost your account? Did we talk about why did you take trades outside of your 50 model? What causes you to take trades outside of your winning strategy? And why did you take that trade? Those fake outs? It was last week? Okay. Oh, something. Say this, man. I have a ooh, look at that. Dang. Sellers are coming in heavy on gold. So they're super trying to sell this thing. On Bookmap, looks like they're trying to definitely sell this thing. I mean, as they should. I mean, the market is like I said, making lower lows and lower highs, so the bears are definitely in control. I wouldn't try to pick a bottom on gold. We all know that gold is ruthless. She will snatch up your account like it's just another day. To her, it's only Tuesday when she snatches up your account sold. The Nasdaq requires sacrifice. Gold, well, she doesn't play those types of games. As Smith famously said, she doesn't even respond to that. She'll just snatch up your account and keep it moving. At least the NASDAQ will allow you to at least have one of your accounts flourish as she snatches away your other accounts. At least your other accounts can be successful. But gold, she doesn't play that. She'll take every single one of them. She's just a taker. She don't give nothing in return. Either you're on the right side with her or you're just a body to her. That's it. Gold is ruthless. Yeah, I don't have a gam box on Ninja Trader 8, and I don't. Well, I guess I do have this. Let's look at let's try that. You said put a gam box at the 6 a.m. gap. Did that gap happen today? There was a gap today. It's the August contract we're trading. You said a 6 o'clock gap. Yeah, I'm on a 4 hour right now on gold on the August contract. Oh shit, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it traded into supply. We could see a nasty drop on gold because damn, it's quadruple topped at these highs. 1, 2, 3, and we're getting another drop here. 4 in this supply area. I guess gold does, like I said, gold does not want to take out or even touch this high. It's just been ping ponging back and forth, just keeps tapping into and tapping in and tapping in. You know, honestly, I think this kind of makes sense. I mean, obviously, this is just a an assumption, but I think what's happening here is that once all this trade deals and trade talks and all that stuff is completed and certainty comes back into the market, we could see a big drop on gold. We can definitely see a big drop on gold here. Probably back down to, like, if we get back to 3K on gold, that would be something. And it looks like that's what it's trying to do. I'm actually waiting for the other shoe to drop on gold, because if it's not going to go up, then we all know that it's going to go down. And boy, there's a lot of empty space underneath these lows. I mean, the next support level is at 3,200. Yeah, about 3,200, 3,100. Yeah, gold is Monday 21, 6 o'clock here. Okay. And you said the 6 o'clock bar? Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind posting it in the Discord, I'm on the 4 hour. You said the 6 a.m. Yeah, I don't got a 6. Oh, okay. You're probably okay. That's probably 5 o'clock for me. Yeah, it is 5 o'clock. Yeah, I would appreciate that. Yeah, I'll just come back to gold tomorrow. Or maybe I can get a decent Nasdaq play or something like that. Or maybe an ES play, actually. Cool. So we got this big move up. I'm pretty sure it's going to come down and the bulls are going to buy it up. So this is what I'm thinking about with the Nasdaq. I'm thinking that we'll probably see price push to about R1 maybe R2. So a range between R1, R2, and then we're going to see a rejection. We still haven't tested all-time highs yet. We're like 3 points away from it. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen sometime tonight. We're going to probably get like a little push above, get a little bit of momentum, get the bulls excited. So the big money can exchange their contracts with the new bag holders at all-time highs, and then they're going to dump this market. That's what I see tomorrow. Now, if we do see a continuation past those highs, then I'm looking at a possible area around R4, maybe 515, 520 to about 530, 540, somewhere in this little range right here. Is a measured move up here. And I think the market is going to potentially get to that area. We'll probably see a slight rejection, if not a reversal. Maybe a pullback to this opening range. And we'll see if the market can hold. With a big move like this, I mean, it was a choppy move. That's kind of why it's difficult to trust it, because of how choppy it was. But I mean, we got the market to trend up. The market broke down. It pulled back into a supply. It dumped. The bulls held the pullback, and then they bought it up, and now they're trying to retest all-time highs. I mean, this is not the structure for a continuation, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a continuation. I really wouldn't, because the market would just grind up. If it doesn't want to go down to an area of previous support, then it's just going to grind. Let's look at it. Oh, you're using the continuous contract. I didn't know you was using the continuous. So it came at the 50, huh? Yeah, man, I'm surprised that you just don't stick. Well, I'm pretty sure you stick with that in your funded account. That is definitely a winning strategy. It has definitely shown itself to be a winning strategy for sure. But I get it though, especially if you're trading something like Nasdaq. So my entry model on Nasdaq, and I'll share this with you guys because this is definitely a learning experience. I was kind of kicking myself in the butt today because of this, because I literally got impatient. This is why I try not to trade the Nasdaq in any emotionally fueled account like a funded account or something like that, because man, I made a foolish mistake. In the moment, it made so much sense, but it was just so foolish. I knew that the market was going to pull back, man. I knew that this was coming. And I just wanted $200 extra, and that 200 or wanting $200 extra cost me $5. So, I mean, I made about $1,200 in this push. And I just wanted to make, I made $1,100 in this push. But then I had a gold position that I lost about $300. So I just wanted to get that $300 back. That's all I wanted. And then I was going to be done. And of course, the Nasdaq wants to be as malicious as possible. So I get into the position. Of course, as soon as I get in long, the market does this. Like it's crazy how she does this shit. I don't know how. How is she so good at this? How is it that you can literally find the top getting in long, but then when you try to get in short, you're sitting in drawdown. Don't know why, but she's really good at that. So here I am thinking that, all right, so maybe they'll kind of push it a little bit higher. I just need $300. That's it. And so you already know how that shit goes. When you just need a little bit of money and you're just looking for a small push, aka I went a little bit heavy in this. And as soon as I go long, that shit goes short. And I was like, lost $500 looking for three. And some told me just to go short. But I was like, no, I just want a little push. I don't want to be in the position sweating over it. But if I went short, I would have got my $300 plus. But I just knew that it was going to pull back. I didn't know it was going to pull back. Well, it was highly likely that this was going to hold. This is where I got long at, right? Actually, in this area. And I was super heavy because now, not only did I lose, I lost $800. So I had to get that money back. And I went super heavy. And I'm just glad that this push happened because, man, my feelings would have been too hurt if the thing stopped me out and then did it. That would have hurt my feelings for real. But I say all that to say this. If I literally waited for the pullback, like it literally came back into this area of support. Literally my entry model, a strong move to the upside, break and retest the area of support. Literally my entry model. This is literally my entry model. And if I just waited for the retest, I mean, I would have had a little bit of drawdown, but I would have made all my money back. Plus. And I had to take profits. Oh my God, gold. Why? Gold, no. Why? Gold, no, 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 no. Gold. I deserve to be in this. Why? Gold, no, no. I deserve to be in this. And gold has been playing with my heart all damn day, man. She's been playing with my heart. Gold, please. You've been playing with me all damn day. Why are you doing this? Anyway, so if I just waited for my entry model, I mean, it would have been a stress-free trade. I would have got my money and I would have been happy, but I had to stress. Like I literally put myself in a stressful situation for no damn reason. Literally. Well, Alfred, how'd you do that? I don't even get that message. It's not even giving me the opportunity to activate the account. Like if I go to view details, oh shit, okay, all right, there it is now. All right, it's there now. Okay. Did you send in like a support ticket or something, Alfred? Because I sent in a support ticket and now all of a sudden now it's here. I didn't see this until just now. But I probably activate all of these accounts for next week. I got 3 growth accounts. What I think I'll do is because I'm not going what I think I'm going to do with these accounts is I'm going to copy trade 2 of them and then have one of them as a standalone, or maybe I should copy trade all 3 and only trade 3 gold micro contracts. I think I'll probably do that. Or if I trade 3 micro contracts, then trade 3. That's not going to be what I need. I don't want to manage all those accounts at the same time. Okay. I'm going to have to think about this. So I have 4 funded accounts with Tradeify right now. 4 funded accounts with Tradeify. But moving forward, I'm going to have 3 accounts moving forward. I'll keep these funded accounts for as long as possible. I'm not going to go heavy in these accounts at all. I'm not. I'm going to trade these accounts as if, because these are $2,000 accounts, I'm going to trade them as if this is my $2,000, and I'm not going to trade no more than about like 5 micro contracts. Actually, let me see how much this is. Let me see. $15. Gold. Why? I deserve to be in this short. I deserve. Oh my god. No. Ah. Mm. You couldn't tag me in before you did this. Okay. I'll just wait until tomorrow with gold. I'll just wait until tomorrow. Man, that hurts my feelings. Damn, that hurts my feelings. Oh, congratulations, man. Yeah, try to keep those accounts for as long as possible, Cave Trader. I'm pretty sure you don't need me to tell you that. Or like 250 or some shit. It's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. I would say that I feel the most comfortable in Apex in these 300K accounts with Apex. I feel the most comfortable trading in these. I have so much room for drawdown, and now that I've accepted that trading smaller size will allow me to keep these accounts longer, I feel super comfortable trading. Like I don't even if I trade the Nasdaq, I don't have any doubts. Because if I'm wrong, it's only a $300 $400 loss versus shit. If I was wrong earlier, I would have had a big loss. And I will say that it was just a great reminder of why I'm trading smaller size with the Nasdaq, because that shit was stressful. And if I would have lost that account, it definitely wouldn't have been worth it. So I'm definitely gonna. So if I copy trade these Tradeify accounts, all three, I would probably only trade I'll probably only trade I will only trade 3 micro contracts at a time. And I will only trade gold on those accounts. I think that's how I'm gonna play it. Because I don't want to I really don't want to manage all those accounts separately. And I think one of the biggest issues that I have right now is that I'm spread so thin across so many accounts that I know that I get to a point to where it's like, okay, so I'll full port this account, and if it passes, it passes, and if it blows, it blows. Because I just got so many accounts. So I'm just gonna copy trade these accounts. All 3 micro contracts. Uh, yeah, that's how I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I'm gonna play it that way. And then I'll have no more. So my strategy with these accounts, so when I activate them for next week, what my goal is that I'll start a position off with 3 micro accounts. And because what my strategy is I'm looking for the market to trend. So I'm looking for the market to break structure to the upside, pull back into support, that break and retest. And I want to catch this move right here. So if I can catch this move right here, I'm good. But then sometimes the market likes to kind of do this, where it will double bottom at the low and then it'll push. So what I'll do here is I'll start a position with 3, add 2 at the lows, and then take everything off. And I think that'll probably still be like it'll probably be maybe like a 100. So hold on, let me see. So So with a 45 tick stop, I'm risking $135. What my scale in, all in, I'll probably be risking 180 to about $200, which is not bad. That's not bad. Risking $100 per trade to make about 270. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. And that will require me to focus on the long term with these accounts. It forces me because obviously I'm not going to be able to get a payout if I'm going to copy trade all these accounts with that small sides. And then over time, it would take me like 14 days, maybe the entire month, and I have to probably take out profits every month. And I will only trade my setup. Yeah, Alfred, I think micros are definitely the way, especially if you're copy trading. Yeah, especially you build up over time. Yeah, that definitely is powerful. It definitely is. So why yeah, three micros on the Nasdaq is definitely powerful because the Nasdaq can move about 200 points before reversing. Let me ask you this: when you're entering into a position, are you just trading momentum? Are you trading supply and demand? What is your entry model? You say you get too hopeful on man, Alfred, I can definitely relate to that. I like to get my mind likes to engage and say, okay, let's get to this payout as soon as possible. And I've been trying to break myself from it's like, dude, I don't even understand why I think that way. Like I'm not in a position where I need to live off of payouts. I would like to, but my mind just goes straight to let's get to this payout as quick as possible. And then when I get a payout, it's like, okay, well, okay, it don't mean nothing. Let's get this next one. It's like I'm addicted to getting the payouts. I'm addicted to accomplishing a task, not necessarily the payout itself. And that mindset has definitely gotten me in trouble for sure. I've been fighting. So with these consistency rules on these accounts, I know that they exist. I know I have to trade a certain way, but today we saw how much the Nasdaq ran. You know, I had to literally walk away from my screen and fight myself not to jump back into this shit after making the maximum daily profit. That just goes to show that even though I know I'm not supposed to do something, the Nasdaq, for whatever reason, she's a siren, man. She just makes. I know that there's rocks, but I'm going to sell my ship in the direction of her song, even though I know that there's rocks that's going to crash and destroy my ship. I literally had to walk away because I was like, dude, I just hated the fact that all these points were just left on the table and I didn't need because all I was looking for was price to actually hit 38. I'm just so glad that it touched my target before doing this because I think it came right back to my break even. And because my break even was actually at around 211 right here. This was my break even, so or this was my entry at 211, and I took about a couple of points in drawdown, and then it came right back up, and it hit my target almost exactly. So the Nasdaq was very merciful to me. She was definitely merciful because she hit it and then she dropped. I didn't even see her drop. I was like, oh shit, she hit my target. Cool. And I walked away from the screen. I didn't even see that she dropped right afterwards. And I had a runner. So I mean, I caught the. I was like, man, this thing's gonna test the top of that orb. So I just left a runner to the top of the orb, and it just kept on orbing. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, I mean, shit, you earned it. So it's not necessarily. It's not wrong to feel that way, but as long as you know that, as long as you know that you are being euphoric, and you don't allow it to be the driver of your trades, trying to recreate past success. I made $3,800 payout. Now I need to get a $5,000 payout. And then the goalpost just keeps moving. It's like, you know what? I made a $3,800 payout today. I'm gonna try to get it close to that again today, tomorrow. And if I don't get it, that's fine. I don't have to force trades to make $3,800 or over leverage to make that same or better. Because us humans, we love that shit. We love to say, yeah, first quarter I made a mil, second quarter I made 1.5, third quarter I made 2. And that's just how us humans are. You always want to see growth, but we can't accept being stagnant. Mhm. So what I'm gonna do, because there was so much false breakouts. I'm not gonna document all that. So I'm just gonna kind of document. So from about 8:45 all the way to about 9:31. I'm gonna just document that like that. Uh, okay. So I guess I didn't do it yesterday. Oh, did I trade yesterday? No, I missed the orb completely yesterday, I think. 20. Because I was minding somebody else's business instead of my own. All right, so between 8:45 and what is that, 9:31? Resistance. Oh shit. Oh. Got two ahead of myself. 289. Low of that candle was 177. Let me see if I can kind of clean this one up. Let me see if there's a better way to write this one. So I trade the Nasdaq on an 1800 tick chart. All right, man. Get this documented. The documentation told us that that was a lie. The documentation told us that that was a lie. 845. The Nasdaq thought she was going to trick somebody today. We got you documented. Initial break. We got you documented. Nasdaq. Successful break of structure. I mean, technically, I mean, technically, technically. Well, technically, this is a successful break of structure to the downside. Technically. I mean, technically. But I want to use this one. 1257. Because I think everybody can agree that that would be the entry that everybody would prefer to have taken. It was really the high. I mean, it was the low and then the high, low key for sure. Initial reaction. It was a break and retrace. Break and retrace. Entry drawdown. Like I said, I'm gonna go off of the. Actually, I'm just gonna. I need to know how much. I need to know how much. Results. 170 points to the upside. Full move 170. Notes. Damn, did I mess up again? No, I didn't. Because I didn't finish yesterday's. I didn't do yesterday's, and I don't care to do it. I don't care to make up for it. Okay, so that's documented. All right, let's get this screenshot real quick, and then we'll be done. We'll be done for the night. False breakout. I mean, there were so many false breakouts. This was definitely the sign that the Bears did not have this. The Bears did not have this, and I just did not trust them. All right, so false breakouts. Okay. False breakout. Structure to the upside. Maybe that did look better like that. Yeah, it did look better like that. Yeah. Let's take this screenshot and we'll be done for the night, man. Cool. So YM, so saying that it says roof with that. Gold, you keep breaking my heart. I was thinking about actually taking that trade on gold. I was actually thinking about it, but I was thinking about it because gold touched the measured move. There'll be more opportunities tomorrow. All right. Yeah, it definitely did. I wished it would have been nice if this thing allowed me to participate in the shorts. It would have been nice, but I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna let the market set up. I'm just gonna look at it tomorrow morning and see if I can actually get something going then. But all right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Slow market. Uh, this is definitely going to be difficult shorting this thing. It's definitely going to be it's going to be difficult shorting this thing, as it always is on the Nasdaq. We could see the market dip down a little bit lower, but I think I would bet that there's a pool of buyers sitting right here. And if we do see price breakdown, then we'll probably get a decent breakdown from this range. But I'm actually looking for the market to trade probably 435 to about 455, somewhere in this range right here. Somewhere between R1 and R2. Somewhere right there. This is where I'm looking for the market to kind of reject. See. That's definitely true, Cave Trader. Back testing does give you a confidence about your strategy, and it tests it over time. That's definitely true. All right. Well, we'll see if this I'll stay on for like maybe 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna go to bed. We'll see if this gold trade will work. If it'll work out for me. 2 YM. I think that's probably the best option. Uh, okay. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'm about to go to bed. Uh, gold is definitely playing with my heart tonight. That is some crazy shit. Literally a tick. It decided not to fill me. Literally a tick. But yeah, that's it for us tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.